the biggest source of data transmission from one place to another place, and to be specific, from one continent to another continent, is the optical fibers. Now imagine a scenario that a country develops a technology which is able to cause harm to these optical fibers. It means that this can create a problem for the all over the world. A global crisis can be created. And recently a country has developed a technology which can cause harm to these undersea optical fiber cables. Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be talking about China's deep sea cable cutter. So the cables which are led under the sea, under the deep sea, China has developed a technology, and this is China's deep sea cable cutter. Now this cable cutter has made China the only country and the first country to be able to develop a deep sea cable cutter, and this deep sea cable cutter will be able to cut the deep sea cables which are lying almost at a depth of 2000 meters. So let us first of all look at the timeline. First we will be looking at the news, then what is optical fiber cables, how does it work, what is the unique technology which China has developed, what are the concerns with regard to it, and in the end a prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is International Relations, and from paper 3 Respect, because it talks about a new technology. News talks about China's new deep sea weapon, how dangerous its cable cutting technology. So the cable cutting technology, so cable here does not mean normal cables, it means the cables which are lying down deep under the sea, so the underground deep sea cables, and this is how they look like under the sea. So the news talks about China has unveiled a deep sea cable cutting device, and which is capable of slicing through the world's most fortified underwater communication and power cables at unprecedented depths. And this unprecedented depth is around 2000 meters. But this unique technology which has been developed by China with regard to the cutting of the deep sea cables can work at a depth of around 4000 meters, which makes it even more deadly. Then the new technology has been developed by the China Ship Scientific Research Center and the State Key Laboratory of Deep Sea Manned Vehicles. Then it is designed to be integrated with China's advanced crewed and uncrewed submersibles. So the submersibles which work at a great depth, so it is designed to be integrated with them. Then this is the first time any nation has officially disclosed possession of such a technology. Now what becomes important for us, that can be asked in the examination, is that we should know that China has become the first country to be able to develop the deep sea cable cutter. Now what is important is that you should know what are optical cables or optical fibers, from where the question can be asked in the examination. Now what are optical fibers? So basically optical fibers are the element of which these deep sea cables are made up of. So optical fibers are thin, very very thin, they are cylindrical in nature, they are composed of glass with a diameter typically comparable to that of a human hair. So basically it is as thin as a human hair, and it is very much durable in nature, and one of the benefits is that the information or the message can be traveled through it at a very high speed, like that of the speed of the light, and the interference is also very very low because it is composed of glass, and glass is an insulator, so the chances of it getting damaged or electrified is very less. And look at this image, this is how our optical fiber looks like. This is the light which is traveling under it, then this is the core which is basically made up of glass, then you have a coating which is known as cladding, and then you have a coating outside it also, and it is very very safe in nature also. So it is thin, cylindrical, composed of glass diameter comparable to that of a human hair. Then it has the ability to transmit various forms of information. So various forms of information can travel through it. Information in the form of text, images, audio, video, phone calls, and any data that can be digitized across vast distances at speed like that of the speed of light. And that is why the optical fibers are so important. And the information or the data transmission which takes place from one place to another place and across the continent also, more and more data transmission nowadays is being done through the optical fiber because of its high efficiency, low interference rate, and also the speed is very, very high. Then it is strong, lightweight, and very flexible in nature, very much suitable for underground, submersible, underwater, or coiling around a spool. So very, very safe also. And the concept of the optical fiber or the glass fiber, it goes to physicist Carl Schau. So physicist Carl Schau proposed the concept of using a glass fiber as a superior medium for telecommunication from one place to another place. And for the proposal of using the glass fibers, he has won the Nobel Prize in Physics. Now how the optical fiber works, what is the principle on which the optical fiber works? So first and foremost, it is the principle of the total internal reflection. So the phenomena of total internal reflection forms the basis for guiding light within optical fibers. And when the light travels from a higher refractive index medium, like for example from the glass to the lower refractive index medium, like for example in the air, so the light does not go out from the medium, it gets reflected back into the medium, and that is how the total internal reflection phenomenon works like. Then signal encoding. So the information is encoded into optical signals as rapidly blinking light pulses, typically representing binary digits. So the information, like for example, this is the first place and this is the second place. So from first place, the message or the data can be encoded and then it travels towards the destination, and then here it can be decoded. Then third is the signal transport. So the optical fiber carries the encoded signals across several kilometers without significant loss of signal integrity. This is in the form of the high efficiency, then high speed, low interference, because of the nature of the optical fiber. And also the optical fiber is encoded, or you can say the covering of the optical fiber is very, very high, because before the optical fiber, the data transmission was done through the copper wires, and in the copper wires the interference was very high, the disturbance was very high, the speed was low, and as compared to the previous copper wires, now the optical fiber wires are very, very useful. So this was important to tell you, because with regards to knowing about the optical fibers and how it works and what are the benefits of it, that is why you will be able to understand that why the technology or the deep sea cable cutter which China has developed becomes very, very harmful and concerning for the globe. Now about the unique technology which China has developed. So first and foremost, cutting cables at depth of up to 4,000 meters, and it is around twice the height at which the deep sea cables are placed. So usually the deep sea cables are placed at a height or at a depth of 2,000 meters, but this deep sea cutter of China can work at a depth of 4,000 meters, and this adds on to the concerns. Then it is developed, it has been developed a 150 mm, which is around 6-inch diamond coated grinding wheel. So the cutter has a diamond coated grinding wheel. So the wheel is coated by the diamonds, and that spins at 1600 rpm, and this generates force and enough torque to shatter the coating of the optical fiber. And then it is powered by 1 kilowatt motor with 8:1 gear reducer balancing torque and efficiency together. Then it is enclosed in a titanium alloy shell with oil compensated seals. Now the titanium alloy shell makes it even more dangerous in nature because it prevents implosion under the intense water pressure found at 4000 meters, and the titanium alloy shell prevents any kind of explosion or any kind of electricity explosion also. So the titanium shell gives it an insulation which prevents it from any kind of explosion. Then the design allows for sustained operation in extreme conditions where water pressure exceeds 400 atmospheres. Then it is operated by robotic arms in near zero visibility. Then the device uses advanced positioning technology to ensure precision alignment. So the alignment also which will be given, the instruction that will be given can be performed at a precision and an efficient rate. Now about what are the concerns with regards to this cable cutter. So that is officially developed for civilian applications such as salvage operations and seabed mining, but considered to be concerning with regards to the defense or with regards to the technology. Defense, because many information and many secretive information or official information which should not be moved out or which should not be caught by someone else or some other country. So these kind of codes, encoding and decoding, is also done through the optical fibers or the underground or the underwater or the deep sea cables. But now with this cutter, this becomes difficult, because if the cutting of any kind of cable is done by China, then the communication or the transmission of information will become very, very difficult, and the sabotage of the deep sea cable, the information many a times comes into the picture. Like for example, Taiwan always comes up with this issue that China is sabotaging the deep sea cables in the South China Sea. Then recently there was also a incident of sabotaging of the deep sea cables with regards to with regard to the Baltic Sea or near the area of the Nordic countries involving Finland. Then with regards to technology and the transmission of information, because the internet transmission from one place to another place is also done, majorly is done through the optical fibers using the deep sea cables. Now internet, the global internet, will be at a greater risk if the cutting of the deep sea cables will be done. Then tool's dual use nature has sparked concerns in global security circles, and the ability to disrupt strategic subsea cables could provide Beijing with a powerful tool in geopolitical conflicts. Then the cable and the pipeline sabotage news keeps on coming, as I just told you. Then this can impact global communications and military readiness. Now global communications is important, then concern with regard to the global internet is important, defense is important. And now in the end, the prelims MCQ, and like always, you people will give me the answer in the comment section. So the question is, which among the following are the benefits of optical fiber? High speed, range of transmission, durability, or less interference? We have discussed this, so I am expecting that you people will give me the right answer in the comment section, and the codes are 1 only, 2 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3, or all of the above. So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.